Task 42 asks us to go ahead and insert a spark line in F33. And so we'll go to the Insert tab here at the top after we select that cell. And it's a line, spark line. And our range is B33 to E33. We'll click OK. Task 43 asks us to go ahead and use the fill to copy our spark line. That's found in F33. And there are a few ways to do this. The easiest way is to select the range or the cell. And with the black cursor, just click and drag up to B8.
Task 44 asks us to go ahead and apply a gradient fill to column E. So what we want to do is go ahead and highlight column E here. We're on the Home tab and we're in the Styles group. What we want to do is click the Conditional Formatting drop down. We want data bars, and then it says it's a gradient fill, so we'll select from this group, and it says green data bar.
Task 45 asks us to go ahead and unmerge row 2, so we'll go ahead and select this. You could just click that row, but and all we want to do is just click in the alignment group here on the Home tab, just click that button, and notice that those are all individual cells now. Task 46 asks us to go ahead and format A3 to G34. What we're going to do is apply the light to table style. So it's this one. If you're not sure, make sure you hover. Right here, it's just verifying the range that we already selected, so we'll click OK. Task 47 asks us to go ahead and insert a 2D clustered column chart based upon our range A5 to E15. So we'll select that range. We'll go ahead and click Insert, and we'll do the 2D clustered column. And it wants us to put this below our table. Task 48 asks us to go ahead and change this chart title here to say Annual Sales. Make sure you capitalize both annual sales, and then you want to click out of that title so it sets. Task 49 asks us to go ahead and name a range. So we'll select B4 to B33, and there are a few ways to do this, but the easiest way after you select your range is just to go ahead and click here in the name box and type in Fiction 12. And make sure you hit enter to set that name.
Task 50 wants us to go ahead and use a named range in a formula on the Totals tab. So here in B2, we're going to go ahead and put our cursor. We're going to go ahead and start typing equals sum. And what we want to do is start typing in fiction. We'll go ahead and select that named range. Go ahead and close our parentheses. We'll hit enter.
Task 51 asks us to go ahead and in the source data worksheet. So we'll go ahead and select that. It wants us to sort our data alphabetically, customer ID, and then by product. So we'll go ahead and put our cursor in A1 and select our entire range. Then we'll go to the Data tab here at the top, click Sort. We want to make sure my data has headers so that we can see customer ID alphabetically. We'll add a level, and then by product. Click OK. Task 52 asks us to go ahead and on the Source Data tab, make sure that the header here in row 1 repeats. So what we want to do is go to the Page Layout tab here at the top, and what we'll do is we'll do Page Setup, this dialog box. What we want to do is go to Sheet here at the top, and rows to repeat at header, we'll click here. We'll just select row 1. Click this so it drops back down. We'll click OK. Task 53 asks us to go ahead and on the June worksheet, it wants us to, in E34, do the average. So you can do the function, you can do the auto sum average, or you can just type in equals average and select our range or type it in. Task 54 asks us to go ahead and filter our data so that the fiction column only displays what's above average. So what we want to do is select our row here, and we want to go to the Data tab here at the top, click Filter. If you do not have row 3 selected, it will not filter correctly. We want to click the drop-down box here next to Filter, next to Fiction, and we want to go to Number Filters here, and we'll select Above Average. Task 55 wants us to create a hyperlink in B12, so we'll go ahead and select B12, and we're going to hyperlink to another file. So we click Insert at the top, we want to click Hyperlink. We're in existing file, our web page, current folder, and then you might need to remap it, but it says GMetrix for me. So I'll go ahead and just double click here. Task 56 asks us to go ahead and change the view to page layout. So we'll click View here at the top, and we'll click Page Layout. Task 57 asks us to go ahead and add a comment to D6. So we'll go ahead and select cell D6. We want to go to the Review tab here at the top, click New Comment, and in this we'll go ahead and type in good rate. And what you want to make sure you do is select outside, click outside of that so that it sets the text. Task 58 asks us to go ahead and change our margins to narrow. So we'll go to Page Layout here at the top, Page Setup, Margins, and we'll select Narrow. Task 59 asks us to just go ahead and copy cells A7 to F7. So we'll do Control C, but you could also use the copy button here at the top. What we want to do is paste it in A19. We just hit Control V. Notice it went ahead and pasted that for us. Task 60 asks us to go ahead and, on the quarterly sales in B9, we're going to go ahead and enter a formula that multiplies a bunch of different things and adds it together. So first thing we need to do is do the equal sign, and what we want to do is select F16 over here on the Annual tab. Notice I went ahead and put all that information in for us. What we want to do is you want to make sure you do the Shift 8 now, so it sets that reference to F19 multiplied by 1, and then what we want to do is do plus, and we'll go back and select B3. Click Enter. Task 61 asks us to go ahead and inspect our document, and so we'll go ahead and click the File. We're going to click Check for Issues. We'll click Inspect Document. Click Yes. And we're going to inspect the document for hidden information, personal information such as the author. So we'll go ahead and click Inspect. And what we want to do is click Remove All.